nice hat.
Hey, a hat.
Hat, partner.
Love your hat.
Hats off! Hold on to your hat. Hat, hold!
Hats. You need hats.
Get the hats. Get the hats.
Put the hat on, dumb Donald. Put the hat on.
Oh, my hat.
Right. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Well-Hatted Cinema Club. I'm Eric, here today, joined by my incredibly handsome co-hosts. Give it up for Micah and Brian. Look at these guys, man. Woo! I hope you guys and everyone listening had a very happy, spooky Halloween. Since last week, we got another episode up for you guys, so go please check it out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. We got some TikToks up now and an Instagram Reels account, so we're coming at you on all different platforms now. So really appreciate you guys checking it out as always, dropping a like, subscribing. Really means a lot to us. But gentlemen, we're just gonna hop right in. Let's go talk about what we have been watching this week. Go around the horn here. I'm gonna start this week.
There we go.
I'm gonna, because I actually don't have a ton to talk about. But I will say my Sundays now, HBO drops like 3 different shows on Sundays, and I watch all of them. I'm
a huge fan now.
I mean, you sent that one TikTok, but I'm dancing to that little theme song, that little girl singing.
I now cannot wait for I don't know what her name, the character's name. Hopefully she doesn't last very long. But she's on my.
Oh, the one with the khaki
that sold out the girl's dad.
The one, the one who sold the. Oh, you're talking about the one who sold the. I was talking about her friend who's with the popular girls.
Patty
cakes, but her no,
she's in a tough situation.
She still got sent.
Hey,
Lucy.
She still got sent. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. She still got sent to fucking whatchamacallit? Juniper Hill, even after selling them out.
Yeah, the mental asylum.
Serves you right. But yeah, Eric, sorry to cut you off. Yeah. We're all watching it. Welcome to Darius. But we've now
we had opinions.
We've now established we're all.
We can talk about it. The Chair Company.
Is that good?
Really, I'm caught up. David and I watch it. It's a ton of fun. It's Tim Robinson. I like Smiling Friends. I watch it on Sundays, which as well.
I like it.
And then the other thing, David and I are doing our rewatch of the extended edition of Lord of the Rings.
Awesome.
So we've finished Fellowship. How
many days did that take?
It took us like 2 weeks. Like I think I sent Brian a video maybe 2 weekends ago at 2 a.m. when
that's the same viewing.
Started it. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while because we don't toss it on during the week. But we finished Fellowship. We're like halfway through the Two Towers, so always an absolute pleasure. Really enjoying it. And David knows as much ball on Lord of the Rings as I do. Maybe not as much as you do, Brian. But show the tattoo. But
I'm really the outlier.
Speaking of Brian, I'll kick it over to you, my friend. What have you been watching?
I just was looking back. I don't know what it was. It's been kind of slow at work. This weekend was interesting because we had things going on at night, but the day was open. I've watched 13 to 14 movies since last we've talked. So I'm going to try to condense it. Yeah. Dude, I just counted.
Call the number. I don't know what number it would be, but call it.
What, the number I totally did? Or like the actual number?
No, like for addiction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna speedrun some of them. Like, for instance, I watched Sinister. I think it was the night after we recorded. Super 8 horror is great. I don't really need to get into the Great Mouse Detective that I watched with Carly. Classic little
banger.
Classic banger, little Disney movie.
Banger.
Watched the Austin Powers trilogy on a Saturday because they're like an hour and a half a piece. You forget how funny and iconic those movies are. We've been conditioned to think they're not that important because we don't talk about them anymore, but like they're just a league above anything else we watch.
You're also conditioned to really understand all the references, having dived so deep into Bond.
Exactly. Well, that's the crazy part. It's like a lot of the like Bond references, they're not even that over the top. Like every time they do the whole Spectre parody, like number 2, and like they're like, look what you've done to Mr. Bigglesworth. Like that's literally like 60s Bond. Like the bases and everything. But the ones I want to get into, because I did watch a new Bond movie this weekend, for instance, but I watched K-Pop Demon Hunters. I don't have a lot to say on it. I totally see the appeal. I get why this movie is so popular. I didn't hate it. I don't think it's a bad movie. It was just not hitting for me. I'm sitting there, I'm seeing how the humor that they're trying to do, I'm seeing this cool animation, I'm hearing the K-pop, I'm seeing, like, it's not,
You hate Korean.
it's not lost on me, man. It just wasn't hitting for me.
You hate Asian.
What are you talking? What I'm literally trying to say that I didn't.
Yeah, that's strike one.
I didn't like it. It's fine. But I didn't think it was bad. I definitely see why it's so popular. Like it's.
You would like it if it was W-pop Demon Hunters.
No.
W
This
standing for
podcast
white.
is never going to get us out of the slums if we don't start.
You're right.
saying
I love
K-pop.
K-pop. I'm sorry. Never mind. Actually, I just got word from. I love it now. Sorry.
I'm getting a call.
So that was that one. I rewatched Robert Eggers' The Witch, which I love. Holy fuck.
Does it hurt your nipples to watch that?
Dude, yeah, but that,
One,
yeah.
two fucks with
My
me,
thing
man.
about it is that like there's the religious aspects of it and the witch part. My part that makes me it scares that like I said in my letter to you, we used to forget nighttime used to be serious. Like when it
Nighttime?
like when it we as a society have forgotten what nighttime really used to mean. Like when it got dark, it was like like this and like it got dark. We don't know what dark is. And like it's like it was isolating. Like that scene. Like they're out in the woods. Like this is like or like when the baby gets nabbed. Even it's like oh shit. Yeah. Well, I guess he's gone. Like what are you gonna do? Call somebody? You're alone. Like
No.
With what? Yeah, exactly.
so that was crazy. I thought that was a great watch. I mean, Robert Eggers, he doesn't really miss. We're gonna get into Bugonia, so I'll talk about that in a minute. The ones I'll bang out these two. I watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I get why it's so popular. It's really a charming little 90-minute piece. I'd recommend it. Your mom probably likes it, and there's a reason why she does. It's fun. Not a whole lot to say about that. I watched Knock at the Cabin, M. Night Shyamalan. I had actually forgot I read that book when I'm watching the movie. I'm like, why does this all seem so familiar? I forgot I had read the book. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. He made some changes from the book, but I actually thought it was pretty. It actually gets pretty heartfelt by the end. Not too over the top. Like when they show the news clips, it gets a little zany, but it was pretty cool. What I do want to talk about is the most recent Bond movie I watched was Timothy Dalton's License to Kill, which is just straight up not a Bond movie. I've never seen a Bond movie quite like this. He's off the grid. He's not working for the government. His Felix Leiter, his buddy, that's like his American, is Jeffrey Wright in the Daniel Craig ones. He gets basically him and his wife gets popped, and he gets basically left for dead. And Bond goes on a revenge mission in South America against cartels. That's what License to Kill is. And yeah, it was kind of fucking awesome. That was really
Yeah, it sounds.
yeah.
I like.
It was
premise.
blood. It
I
was
like the
way
premise.
more violent, way more violent than any Bond movie I've seen. Bond lights people on fire, feeds them to sharks. At one point, they lock a guy in a depressurization chamber and then kick the switch, and he blows up inside the chamber. You see it. Didn't expect that in a Bond movie.
Yeah.
What year did this come out? I'm wondering.
1989, 1988, 89.
How close is that to like the Rambo?
I think it
movies,
must have
you know? I'm
been
trying to think
reminiscent of something like that. Like
who had like people? It's a copycat
so
league.
that's the other thing too. So like multiple shark ones. Like you see Felix's leg get eaten by a shark. They Bond like even some of his buddies like are like, whoa, James, like chill, because he's like, I'll tell you what I want to know. He's like, fuck you. Kicks him into a pit of sharks. Benicio del Toro is in it. Gets put through a shredder, and you see that. Yeah, like it's crazy. It's a crazy movie, low key. And everyone I talk to are like Bond fans, like my uncles and stuff are like, you could skip the Timothy Daltons. I've now seen the 2 Timothy Dalton movies, and they were 2 of my favorites out of the bunch. I think because I'm not a fan of the Bond formula, and they're both like just different. Like Timothy Dalton's out there kicking ass. So yeah, I've been rambling a little bit, but I had a lot of movies to cover. But yeah, I really like that one. I recommend them. Micah, take us home on what you've been watching.
All right. I've been trekking along. I watched If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, which was just about a 2-hour fucking anxiety attack about the most stressed out mom of all time. Just a whirlwind of just horrible stuff. Like, without getting into spoiler territory, because I think you should watch it like blind. She has a sick child that's not even really sick. Like, she's just refusing to eat, but she's too young to like have like it's not like anorexic. She just is like, I don't like food. Doesn't eat. They had to like intubate her, and she gets fed at night. The director,
is it Rose Byrne? Is Rose
Mary
Byrne the star?
Bronstein.
By the way, it is.
It's Rose
Okay,
Byrne, yeah. She
I'm
does
trying to
a
remember what
great
movie
job.
you were talking about. And I think continue.
Yeah. They do this thing where they don't really show the kid at all, but she's always around. You're either hearing her talk or like seeing like a leg or a hand or something, or she's got like the machine that feeds her like beeps, or you can't leave her alone. She's got this massive tube in her stomach, so she's got like a baby monitor, and that's always crackling and stuff. You can hear her, so it's like constant. And then you're like, okay, well, when you're at home, maybe it's relaxing. Nope, roof caves in. Now they're living out of a hotel. You're like, all right, well, where's Dad? Dad's deployed. Can't help. He's just calling on the phone, having the time of his life. Like, hey, babe, I'm at a baseball game. How's it going? She's like screaming. She's like, help me, help me, help me. No one's helping her. She goes to work. She's a psychiatrist. Her coworker's her therapist. She's trying to vent to him. He's like, this lady's
Conan,
crazy.
right?
Yeah, that's Conan.
Yeah.
She's like, this lady's crazy. And then she goes down the hall to her office, gets her clients. They're crazy. She goes to the hospital. The doctor hates her. I mean, it's a whole whirlwind. She's not always making the smartest choices. She's kind of like coping with drugs and alcohol. But, man, I wouldn't wish her situation on anybody. I thought it was the feel-bad movie of the year. And then a couple hours ago, I watched Blue Moon.
Oh, you
which
did?
is like the Linklater movie. Ethan Hawke, Margaret Qualley. True-ish story. I thought it was based on a play because it's very like one room, takes place in this bar. But nope, the movie opens with real life lyricist that used to work with Roger and Hammerstein fame, drunk, alone, dying in an alley.
Damn.
That's how they start the movie, and then they're like, "This is what happened 7 months before," and you can totally see why he would be drunk and alone, dying in an alley. So that was sad, just straight up like, oh, this guy who, like, he used to write with Roger, and then he replaced him, went on to humongous success, and he's just, like, left behind, kind of. Brutal movie. And then, once again, I'm on the Twilight 3.
Dude, I laughed at your review because I've watched all of the Twilight movies, so watching you watch them is making me laugh. Just like...
Dude, okay, first of all, still Team Jacob, but this has made me anti Bella.
she's
It's
the worst,
insane.
bro. She's the fucking worst.
She is the worst. Actually, Nate pulled up on us halfway through the movie.
Find a way.
He was just shouting at the stream, "She sucks! She sucks!"
Because they both have very valid reasons for being frustrated with her and each other, and she's like, "Guys, I love you both. Like, shut up."
It's not even that. It's like, okay, she reiterates a lot. Actually, that she's like, I've chosen Jacob, which is, again, the movie is screaming
Wait,
at
Edward
you.
or Jake?
That's
She
a bad
chooses.
idea. Sorry,
I was gonna
she's
say, I was
choosing
like,
Edward. The movie is screaming at you. Every conversation she has, they're like, yeah, don't rush into decisions. This is my senior graduation speech, as our Pitch Perfect girl gives a speech. She's like, this is your time not to rush into anything, to make mistakes. And Bella's sitting there like, woo,
Yeah.
good speech, friend. And then you've got Jacob. For some reason, this dumbass wears like a sweater to the mountains, and then a snowstorm hits. Edward, colder than the outdoors, is like, damn, I can't do anything. Has to call in shirtless Jacob to shack up with his girl. He's spooning her.
that.
And they have like who's she gonna choose? Meanwhile, he can read his horny ass thoughts. Make it worse, they wake up. All right, they're about to have some kind of big showdown battle. Bella's like, Jacob, don't. And he's like, give me a reason. She's like, no, Jacob, don't go. All right. She's like, kiss me, kiss me. They make out for like a minute. He goes anyway. So why did they kiss? Because he still left. She didn't not kiss. He's just like in a slightly better mood. And then Jacob's like, I could read his mind. I could tell you guys are making out. And she, like, they're engaged at this point. And she's like, I don't know what happened. Lie. And then he's just like, nah, it's actually fine. Tough luck for him. He's
Micah.
a weird old 109-year-old like cuck. Like, what are you talking about? This kid's 16. You're getting cucked by a 16-year-old. You're 109.
Wait, Micah, I don't remember. Here's what I do remember from Eclipse, the third one.
There's a direct quote.
But
go
no,
ahead.
I'm saying what I remember is that the love romance stuff is borderline unwatchable. But there are a couple like scenes because there's someone hunting them, right? That's like the thing going on.
Yeah.
But,
It's Bryce Dallas Howard.
yeah, but But what's crazy is they brought in David Slade to direct that movie, who is the guy who did 30 Days a Night, and they gave this guy nothing to work with in terms of violence, because he,
It's rarely nighttime.
Yeah, that's you know what I mean? Like, why would you bring in the director of 30 Days a Night into your vampire franchise and then be like, hey, we're not going to give you any violence or any nighttime? It's like,
It's very like, okay, they want to break the lore, all right? The vampires walk around the day, but they sparkle. Okay, you got a bunch of werewolves. They're always shirtless. None of them have body hair. It's actually weird. It's like not even a beard. No one even has facial hair. Not even a mustache. You're a wolf.
That's
dog.
cool. That's cool.
You don't even.
That's fine.
no, the wolves
Also,
are
you
weird.
can tell
That is
they
weird that
ran
none
out
of the
of Native
werewolves.
Americans.
Yeah.
You can tell they ran out of Native Americans. Because I was sitting there watching it with Mike, and he's like, that guy's Hawaiian. And I was like, yo, chill.
They need a guy like look at they needed
the
something
Samoans.
like in that demographic. No, I wouldn't say demographic, like the skin color they were looking for, quote unquote.
The ambiguous.
That's strike two, Brett.
That's a strike two. I'm trying to say it's wrong.
No, it's all right. It's all
I'm
right.
saying like
But-
they casted like Hawaiian dudes because they're like, hey, look, Native American enough.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's on the filmmakers for being fucked up.
If this happened today, like
All right,
Jason
yeah.
Momoa is in this as someone.
Yeah.
But
They look at someone like Eric. They'd be like, wait a minute, do you want to be a werewolf? And they'd be like, bro, I'm not Native American. And you're like, I'm not Native American.
It's so weirdly like it's so heavily Mormon too. Like the whole like the Cullen family is clearly some like holier than thou Mormon family, right? And then Bella's like, they go through this whole thing where she's like, "Ooh, we got your house all to ourselves. Wow, chicka wow wow.
Yeah.
Let's get freaky." And Edward's like, "I can't, because I'll literally
Fucking kill you."
freak out on you." And like, she's like, "What?" He's like, "We need to
Bro,
be
that's
married."
why this is so
And I'm like,
funny to me watching you watch this. Like hearing your reaction, because I've seen the movies. It's so funny.
Dog, it's so crazy. Also, he is going to follow her to, I assume, the gloomiest university, Alaskan University. Which begs the question, if you could be in university this whole time, why are you
wouldn't you?
continuously doing
They
this?
make
You
that
guys are
Cool.
So that was always my question. Always been the question.
the Cullen Files. Look 'em
Well,
up.
that's why it's always been a question. I think, and I know they're not the only vampire movie to have the, 700-year-old vampire.
What do you do? Because you don't age. Yeah.
Like, what makes more sense? Become an electrician who continuously has to move town to town to avoid question about aging. An electrician pops up in 1,000 different towns. You know what doesn't rate? Let more barriers of entry? School. Like, why would you choose to go to school?
Yeah.
Right?
You have to have a social security
If Edward
number.
Cullen,
They're like, who are you?
if Edward Cullen was a bartender, right? No one would bat an eye. Like he could go town to
get, like,
town. Even the doctor.
fake tattoo, cut your hair, like,
yeah,
whatever.
but like, why would you
Yeah, it's
willingly? Why would you
weird.
willingly go to high school unless you were trying to hook up with high school chicks? Just saying. Sorry.
Except he's a mega virgin. It's very strange.
Yeah.
It's very strange. Like in my review, I was like, they're doing the evil sexy wolf versus the Chad virgin vampire, and it's like, I don't know,
Mike,
man.
I cannot
They
wait
both-
for you to see farther into
Everyone
this
sucks.
series.
Everyone sucks.
There is a seat. There was.
I haven't.
There's,
Well, he's only got the
don't
2 left,
Shut your
right?
mouth.
yeah, there's 2 left.
Yeah.
There's gonna be 2
No,
left. It gets
yeah.
crazy.
Part 1 and 2.
No, like
I imagine.
like it gets crazy. There was one scene where I actually remember watching it with it was a long time ago.
Tread carefully here, Brad.
I know. I was watching it and then I was like, I remember there was just scenes where I was like, multiple times where I was like, Dad, like you're like, wow, good for them about making that decision. Then you're like, oh wait, I forgot what fucking series I was dealing with here. The decision making is absolutely ludicrous. But yeah,
It's very bizarre.
I'm excited to hear what you have to say about the next one, Micah. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it
We've got a
rolling.
holiday coming up. I might knock him out.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
see what Mike's up to.
Do it back to back.
Dude, yeah, you only got 2 left, man. You just gotta get the finale. You got literally Breaking Dawn 1
Yeah.
and 2, which oh man, buckle in.
I don't even know if I'm ready. dog.
Buckle in, buddy.
This is just freaking tough watch, man.
But I love it, Mike. You did get to the point that I think every dude who watches Twilight is like, listen, I'm not here to. You're not there to just be like, this is stupid. And you like use it. No, you're just being like, Bella sucks, straight up.
Yeah.
She just straight up sucks.
I mean, you can't be engaged to someone, make out with someone else, tell both of them you're in love with them. Is
Yeah,
insane.
exactly.
And I was like reading the Letterboxd reviews and very polarized, skews towards Edwards. I wonder if that's spiritually bandwagon. That's how I felt. But The weird kiss thing. That is bad. That is bad. That
I'm
was
just
tough.
saying,
Like I was sitting there and like he was doing it, and Mike goes, "Oh my goodness, Valentine."
Yeah.
That's not the shot. And then she breaks her hand, punching him in the face.
I'd like to think that too. Yeah. Let's move on. Just,
We're
let's
20
move on.
minutes
That's
in,
enough.
y'all.
We could do a whole pod.
Holy
But
smokes.
hey, it's all right. We got enough.
Should we talk about our shooter movie of the week? Something that we all watched with Bugonia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do you want? Guess what? I'll just give I feel like the general consensus I got is that we enjoyed it. I kind of want to. I said it in my thing. I was like, I think I need to watch it again because I will. And I guess it's credit to the movie. There were multiple times I thought I had figured out what angle they were going with. Like, is she or is she not? Are they this? Is this that? And they head faked me like at least 4 times. I give them a lot of credit. I got head faked. The ending was weird, but that doesn't mean I didn't like it. I'm just curious about what you guys got to say.
I definitely feel the same way. I felt like it was a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like being very going in, I kind of made the joke to somebody last week. Maybe it was even you, Mike, that I'm like, it's totally like it's a crazy conspiracy theory. The twist is gonna be that like he's all entirely correct. And then you got in there, and I'm like, I really don't believe this.
Yeah.
Now, the further we get into it, I thought it was like some kind of character study and like commentary on. And Emma Stone's whole bit about people being caught in what's like an echo chamber of the internet, and like kind of like Reddit trolls and people just repeating what they see and like seeing how he needs mental help, and for it the pendulum to swing back and forth even until the very
exactly
end, like
that's what I'm
not
saying.
entirely sure. But looking back on what what can remember from certain scenes of the way Emma Stone played certain parts, like I feel like her performance is something again on a rewatch to be.
Yeah, I think now that we know what happened, you get so much more out of a rewatch because because before you're trying to figure it out, because like you said, Eric, like there were times when like I thought one way, I thought another way, and I thought another way. In fact, up to are we not saying spoilers? I don't want to say anything that is, but
spoilers just for the next like. Yeah.
I guess meant more like I thought like right, you're kind of like lean in hard to the point where it's like, okay, like you said, Eric, like it's crazy, but the twist is going to be that she's real. Then they get to the point where she finds the secret room full of all that stuff. And at first I thought they were going with like, no, this dude's actually nuts. But then when she goes like, how many were Andromedans? I'm like, oh, fuck. So she is. But then I got head faked again. Because when they get to the office, I'm like, oh, no, she's hedging her bet. Like, no, I thought more she was just being like, he's going to be back here. I have no way of getting out of here. Like, I got to be smart.
If I act weird enough after being missing, they'll just call the police
I thought
anyway.
she was just being like, hey, here's how I can get to a public place with this guy and get out. And then they go another level where he's like, no, it turns out she was. Crazy, man.
Yeah. Honestly,
even that part where she leaves the ambulance, I thought at that point she had like completely like mentally like snapped and just like went back.
I didn't think of it as like a snap. Mike, I'm sorry. I feel like
I was gonna say as soon as she woke up at like 4:30 a.m., I was like alien.
That's true.
Which part? Oh yeah.
Also, I thought it was so funny that like you were like, how can you tell he's Andromeda? She's like, well, she doesn't look 45.
That's a good point.
And I was like, that's fucking funny.
Yeah. It was so tense though, time, man. Like they did a good job. Like it was weird. Dude, the people in my theater were losers. Sorry. Talk ears again. Not during the theater, but like they were fine for most of the movie. And they talked at the end. They're like, "This is dumb." Like, save that for your blog, dipshit.
Yeah, save it for your podcast.
No, I just remember like people getting frustrated. But I was sitting there being like, "Listen, I get that movie the ending could have thrown you a little bit, but like." Even if I decide I didn't like the ending, which I don't even know if I have decided that because I need to watch it again, the rest of the movie leading up to it was so, like, well done that I don't even care, really, because, you know what I mean? Even if I decide I didn't love the ending, like, I don't care because, my God, like, all 3 actors, Jesse Plemons, Emma Stone, and I do not remember the guy who played, was it Don?
Don.
He was great. I thought he was great.
Gonna wonder, like...
I thought he was really good.
Is like so the first time I encountered Jonathan Majors, he was playing like a similar role, and I was like, "Wow, they found this guy. He's special needs, and no, really good actor." I think
he has to be. or if he's not, he's got a Leo DiCaprio level of performance.
Just that good. Just that good.
He went
If I find out that guy does not have like a disability, then I give him the Oscar because I thought
his cadence was great.
I thought like he was a man actually with special needs who gave a fantastic performance as a man with that condition. You know what I mean? Like that. I'm not.
Yeah.
When I say he was great, I don't mean because I thought he was pretending to have that condition. I just thought he was great in the role.
It was a really good performance. Anyway,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if I find out he wasn't, I'd be like, damn, Jesus, like. It was there was a natural like delivery about it that I just would be shocked. It would have sounded forced if any actor that wasn't tried to do that. I think. I say that I don't know.
We'll have to get.
It's been done before.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Everyone thought Leo was too. Yeah, no, you're right. Like
His cadence on his delivery and even like the head movements, like his body language,
his
looking away,
his body language
really,
when he was upset with what's his name? Ben?
Yeah,
Is
what
it
was
Ben?
going on?
No, I'm a bit. Who's Jesse Plemons' character?
Just say the
Jesse
actor's
Plemons.
name.
When he was upset, like I could feel his physical like uncomfortableness, like with all the, like I felt bad, like kind of I wanted to like grab him and be like, hey bro, like we should go upstairs, like we don't need to be a part of all that.
Yeah. Kid's a great actor. I felt terrible for how his story ended. Also, what was up with Stavros being molested?
Wait, that was what did he do to him?
He definitely molested him.
He definitely
molested. Why do you think he castrated himself?
I know. Well, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah. And that was the first comment. What does he say in his little opening monologue? Jesse being like, it's like, talking about the bees and being like, it's like sex, then pollination. It's like sex, but it doesn't hurt as bad.
Yeah.
And then when that kind of came full circle, I was like, oh man.
Stavros too, like.
And for me, I fucking hate bees. So when you get Don killed himself, and then all of a sudden Stavros is getting like attacked by bees. I was having a fucking panic attack in the theater yesterday. Like when I was watching, my heart was going. I hated that.
You know what's the biggest head fake I think that made me, speaking of the scene when he kills him, he comes back downstairs. It's like the reason why I actually thought at one point like no, she can't be an alien. He's wrong. Is the antifreeze fake out? Because when she did that, I was like, no, this guy's actually just crazy, and she's using this to her advantage to get him to, like, you know what I mean?
Well, what'd she say? She was banking on him not being that big.
Oh no, she was like banking that he would like he wouldn't have killed his mom. He would have been caught walking into a fucking clinic with a bottle of antifreeze,
completely covered in blood, and then
he was like
putting antifreeze.
If you walk fast enough, people will just be like, that guy has somewhere to be. Leave him alone.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Speed walk champion.
I think it's definitely like like I said, like it's one of those movies like I'd like to watch again. I think I might like it more. We'll see, but like these are the kind of it was a weird movie. A movie makes you think, it makes you guess. That's good. That's good.
Did you ever watch Killing of a Sacred Deer? Also by Yorgos.
I didn't see that Yorgos movie. No. Was that?
It's probably the most similar to this one.
I need to watch it.
They do like a is he Jesus or not, which is like an interesting similarity. All right. Nice. Now on to our official movie of the week, we think?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
we can get into it.
Eric, give us the synopsis. What did we watch?
Yeah, so this is my pick. This movie, The Adventures of Tintin, directed by Steven Spielberg. Came out in like 2011, I think. I did a little more research on this, too.
I should have done
on this
more
movie.
on this, yeah.
But also like co-directed, produced by Peter Jackson. Kathleen Kennedy produced it.
I did not know that.
Edgar Wright helped write this.
I saw that
movie as well. But stars Jamie Bell, Andy Serkis, Daniel Craig as the main characters. It's based on an old comic book, which I ended up asking my mom because I was like, why did my sister was really into this movie when I was a kid and I never watched it, out of spite of being an older sibling. And I found out she got into it because my dad was really into the comic when he was young, when it was coming out.
I heard.
If either of them are listening, shout out to you guys. But it's an adventure animated flick. Takes place in, I think it's like the 1945, like post-war Europe. It's about titular character Tintin, who's a journalist with a pet dog, Snowy. And he teams up with a sea captain who, what was his name?
Harkin?
Captain Haddock. Sir Francis Haddock.
Haddock, voiced by Andy Serkis, and they go on a mission to discover some lost treasure. And on the way, they are also being pursued by Daniel Craig's character, whose name Sakharin, and it's got connections to Andy Serkis and Daniel Craig's ancestors. Just a fun adventure flick. I saw like John Williams really had his score was going the whole time. A lot of motion capture went into this with some traditional CGI. And
I was curious about that. Was it mocap? I was curious, like, was it just like straight animated or was it mocap? I wasn't really sure.
It was a mix of both.
Yeah,
Okay.
good mix.
That's cool.
Good, healthy mix. It looks great for
I thought it looked
early
yeah.
2010s. And you can see why, like, between the score, which got nominated for an Oscar, and like this movie won like animated feature for the Golden Globes. You can see why. It's got some sauce. It's got some classic, like, it's very Indiana Jones-esque in a lot of ways, especially with the John Williams score. And they're in very long set pieces, long takes, and you can just see Spielberg's the way he likes to use a camera in different ways that he can't normally.
Yeah,
right.
I think
Live
that's the biggest thing about it.
So I think that was like some of my favorite things was the different ways he went about using a camera and very heavily leaning on long takes, if you can call it that.
Well,
for his,
it's a pseudo long take. It's a long take you couldn't make in real life because, like,
you can't make
reality.
No cuts. This is insane. It's like, hey,
And
brother,
very
this is animated.
unbelievable.
If you could physically throw a camera like that, like, or fly it through the air in a way.
Yeah.
If anyone could find a way,
I think it would be
do think
Spielberg.
it
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what are your guys' thoughts? I know you both had seen this before.
Long time ago, man. Like, this was kind of almost a fresh watch for me. Like, I was familiar when I started watching it about, like, oh yeah, there's the boats and something to do with the pirates.
Yeah.
But
I remember the scene with the water.
yeah.
And the
I think
plane.
the story is pretty, like, like, I don't think it's the most. It's pretty by the numbers, but like you said, what makes it great, what makes it good, if you love it or hate it, it's Spielberg, and I think just like I love a good Spielbergian adventure, which I've been craving a little bit. I've been itching to like I've been going because watching Bond. I've been seeing like the Indiana Jones movies, probably my prime. Been thinking about it. This was kind of a nice little nicotine patch of that. Yeah, I just think this one was great. Like, I think the performances between Jamie Bell, Daniel Craig, and Andy Serkis were great. And I just think it's the camera movement. I think that's, if this movie has nothing else going for it, it's the very deliberate choreography of the camera in this animation for all the sequences. Even as simple as him chasing after that pickpocket in the street. It's so Spielberg, but like he wasn't limited by like, the reason he was always so talented being like, how do I actually make the shot happen with mirrors and technique and all this. This one, he was not restricted by the ability that the camera could actually phase through matter. Yeah. So he got to do just some crazy stuff, and you really get to see Spielberg's camera work, talent, and action. That was my favorite part about the movie. But yeah, I mean, I like some parts I was kind of like, what is this? Like when they're in Egypt and they had a lady come there to break the glass. I was like, okay, that's a little flimsy. Micah, what'd you think?
Yeah, I think this is like a weird, at least from a story perspective, it was like, it was like, okay, we can't be as adult as maybe you would make an Indiana Jones movie. I think the body count of this movie is like actually confirmed one. Like one guy dies.
Yeah. Except for like the flashback.
But a lot of people should die.
Yeah.
Even like at the very end when the villain falls in the water and he hits him with the whiskey bottle and then he
I thought he died. I thought he died.
I was like, well, he's got to be dead. He's unconscious underwater.
Right up.
But yeah. But the one guy does get fucking shot. Yeah, again, like for me, what stuck out was like I kind of feel similarly about this movie how I feel about like Rango, is that it was a animated movie, definitely like for a younger audience that is taken so seriously.
That's a great comparison.
Which I enjoy. Just doesn't like fully like hit for me. I know people ride for both these movies.
I think Rango hit a little harder for me.
Yeah.
I think Rango hit a little bit harder for me. I don't know if you felt.
I think I'd put this one slightly above.
You would? Okay.
Rango.
I guess it depends on what hits for you.
I think so. I think because I do like the adventure aspect. I love a good adventure. I can get nitpicky, like how old is Tintin? I don't know.
There was some. Okay, go ahead.
Can I ask your guys' thoughts? Is this movie like with Haddock's character? Is it pro or anti alcoholism?
I don't know. They
Because
go
when he
back
sobers
and
up,
forth.
they're like he's not himself. He doesn't.
But
remember.
then-
and he
helps
operates his
him.
best when he has alcohol.
But then later they're like, he goes like, they're like,
for.
go ahead, have another drink. It's all your, and then he doesn't have the drink and saves the day. But like he couldn't. I don't know. I think it's actually maybe a.
I don't know.
Oh,
I gotta say, most emotionally devastating part of this movie for me is when he legitimately is sober, gets knocked out with a whiskey bottle, whiskey all over him. He loses one of the parchments. TIntin sees him. He's failed. Haddock's failed. He's lost the parchment, and he's like, "Look at you! All you're good at is drinking." And he's like, "I wasn't." He's like, "I can smell the booze on you." I was like,
that's.
He's innocent, but like Tintin's so
I
disappointed.
know it's so.
So I'd say definitely anti. Definitely anti.
Yeah, because it is supposed to be like. I mean, Haddock does. First off, he has a huge drinking
He does
problem.
have a problem.
He will never be.
Huge
He will
problem.
never be able to function without booze like that. But I think it is anti.
bit.
A little bit. But
Oh,
but I
definitely
say what
anti.
you say, like Micah, you brought up the point. It's anti because the whole point was like before he was just willing to sit in that room that wasn't even locked and numb his pain,
Yeah.
and now Tintin
Yeah.
gave him an opportunity to be like, no, I want to help. I want to try to like redeem my family's. You know what I mean? Like he was helping.
Yeah.
And when Tintin accused
Yeah.
him of that, when he actually didn't drink, he was devastated. Like he was
Yeah.
poor. Like that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That- I was like,
it's a
oh
good-
my
No, he didn't. He
It's a
didn't
good
drink.
point because I felt bad for him too. I was kind of mad because it's the audience, like but even like the reason I asked that is earlier in the movie when they're in the plane and he's like, don't drink the whiskey, don't drink the spirits. And
Yeah,
they
it's
do
like
that whole
surgical.
bit where the
It's like
dog and him are fighting
ibuprofen.
over
The bubble.
alcohol, which I thought was like hilarious. I'm like, why is the
Snowy
dog,
got
like-
drunk.
Yeah, why is the dog trying to get drunk? But then like he saves the day because he drank the alcohol and like
No, I get.
a lot of burping in this
Yeah.
movie also, which I was like eating lunch watching this. I'm like, don't need that, Spielberg. Like, but
Oh, I was gonna ask you, Eric, if Mia liked this movie because Snowy kind of looks like
I
Ben.
can see that. I can see that.
I could see we had a white. So at that time, we actually did have a white terrier.
Oh shit! Yeah, there you go. Snowy was
it-
cool.
Coming
Probably.
together, the pieces are falling into place.
Snowy was the man. That very long take towards the end, where
Oh, with
they're
the
going-
bird
Yeah.
and
the
the
bird, and they're going down the
a little bit of animal cruelty
There's
going
Bagar,
on.
the
Yeah, also,
Bagar.
like yeah,
like,
they
gross.
play it like harmless that he was clearly holding the bazooka the wrong way, but they flooded like a whole town just then.
I think
Like,
there was a canal. Honestly, it
that
seems
what that
fine.
was?
There was a canal, a functioning canal. It seemed fine. No one's devastated, thank God. I don't know what was up the tank fully inside of that house. I don't know why that was
Yeah.
there, but it wasn't put there
I
by
also-
the water because the water had somewhere to
Two
go.
characters that went back and forth on this movie OD was Nick Frost and Simon Pegg's Thompson and Thompson, because I went from enjoying the stupid slapstick comedy about it to actually becoming
Yeah.
so frustrated with them I wanted to scream. Like the whole pickpocketer bit when they're in the office was funny.
Painful.
It was funny until about like 30 seconds longer than you need to go to for, where I'm like, wrap it up. Like I'm like, guys, he's clearly the
Is it not?
pickpocketer.
Is it not clicking?
No, and then they're kind of like silly. Like I get that, but like that was the whole point. But no, it just went a little longer than I needed. Cause like I'm like, but no, it was funny. And I thought Daniel Craig was low key great in this movie. Like Andy Serkis is always
Yeah.
great. I thought Jamie Bell was great as Tintin, but Daniel Craig as what's his name? I know he's the Radic, whatever the.
Saccharin.
I thought he was really good.
Yeah.
Like he plays it
Yeah,
good.
his name's
He-
Saccharin, but he's not so
Daniel Craig
sweet.
has enough theatricality to his voice that he really did play a good like classic like we must get this this one thing that right now
Yeah,
the
the
theatrical like
Posh evil villain.
evil twirling your
Yeah.
mustache kind of villain, and he played it really well.
He did have a twirlable
He did, yeah.
mustache,
It was very, and I'll say about like the characters. I do appreciate. It's a pretty tight movie. It's like 100 minutes long. I appreciate that it wasn't as much like of a mystery. Like we knew who the players were, and we
They
knew
figured
who
out
the
pretty
villain was
quickly.
very early on, like where everyone was going, and they just made it like a straight like adventure. And it didn't have a classic like there were like 3 MacGuffins you're chasing, I guess, but like everyone's after the same thing. I was thinking about it too. Outside of like the woman who sings,
And his house woman.
house lady, I was like, there are no
no
like,
chicks. There are no
women
chicks in this. There's no chicks.
movie. There are no women in this movie.
I was seeing criticism of that. I guess in the original Tintin, that was so heavily marketed towards boys, young boys. There was like, if we put a girl in there, she's gonna be turned off. So no women allowed.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I didn't think about it as much because like it'd be different if there was only one or two.
That's strike 3. That's crazy.
What? Didn't even let me finish.
Ryan doesn't think about women.
I didn't think about it as much because if there was just women, if there was some like that like the Bechdel, if there was like a woman, is it the Bechdel or the test about women talk?
Oh, yeah.
I meant more like if there were just women, if there were other women characters they bumped into that were just like nothing. I feel like if this movie doesn't have barely any, is it really? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
Because if there was like a couple like random, no depth to them, random women characters they met, I'd be like, that's annoying. This movie has no good female characters. But like, if the movie actually has no female characters, then is it a problem? I don't know.
Better to stick to the source material than
I don't. In the source material, aren't him and
Better to
Haddock-
get a
him and
0
Haddock
on the assignment
Yeah.
than to try and
Wait,
fail.
Eric, maybe you would know better because you probably researched it. In the comics, him and Haddock are like a duo, right? So this is about how they became a duo, if I understand.
Yeah, they pulled from like 3 different comics.
Okay.
3 different runs. Like the unicorn is a big one, and then something about like Rackham's revenge. So they combine a couple, but I do think they are like a bit of. It's like Snowy and obviously Tintin are like a package duo, but like Haddock is like his big duo, his buddy.
I do think Guillermo del Toro was supposed to do the second one. And then
it does scream for sequels,
that was,
and they never made
so
it.
that was what I was gonna bring up. So the reason Peter Jackson was slated to be like co-director and produce this was that the agreement was Spielberg would do the first one, and the way it's obvious from the ending, they're setting up.
Because he goes, "What do you say? What do you say? Like how's your taste for adventure?"
Peter Jackson was gonna do, and then it entered development hell.
Oh.
Guillermo del Toro got attached to it at one point. It's just sitting around.
Damn,
like
I want to watch that
touch it.
sequel. I think this.
I mean, it did well also at the box office. Well, moderate well. It was $135 million budget, and it made like almost $375. So like, it got its money back and more. And I'm just kind of. It's been over.
I don't think it's happening now.
I doubt it.
Wait, but
they'll probably just.
I just feel like in terms of all the
at some point.
some of the movies you'd see, this is what I'd watch a sequel to. If I like Tintin. There was a Tintin trilogy that had come out during the 2010s. I could have seen that doing very well. Like it's like you said, Mike. We were talking earlier. It's like we're not really worried about too much of the mystery, but like if someone like Peter Jackson or Guillermo del Toro, I'd say either of those guys, someone who has a flair for how to make a movie, you could see that being very good. I don't know. Yeah. That's just my thought.
Just have a little bit of sauce.
I did think the best detective in this movie was absolutely Snowy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
The movie ends in 10 minutes without Snowy.
Yeah. Best detective.
Snowy was clutching up scene after scene.
For some God knows why reason, is the greatest shot known to man.
That is a crazy
with a
scene
pistol.
too, by the way. The whole like.
And even the one when he's on the boat, he's
one
running
shot
to
of
the
the
lifeboat. He like shoots the light so it perfectly like blinds
No, I know.
people. And then
He's the greatest shot ever. But that scene, that's like the most famous scene in the movie is when he goes like, "What's the bad news? We only have one bullet. What's the good news? We only have one bullet." And he fucking clocks that plane. That was crazy.
What a guy.
Yeah, for some reason, like the incompetently competent thing that like Tintin and like Indiana Jones both have, where like Indiana doesn't win a single fight. Is just getting captured and tossed around and beat up, but like he'll come out the other side. It just didn't work the same for me when it was
I get that.
Tintin.
Yeah.
It's also animated too. I feel like it lends itself more where like you actually watch Harrison Ford like claw and struggle his way through. Like when he's winning those things, he's getting dragged around or like getting his ass beat. But like he gets to the end like, whew, this one Tintin kind of gets out there like, whew, and that's just how we roll.
Yeah. And that might be because Indiana Jones has a little more nuance to him, right? Versus Tintin is very vanilla and just kind of like
his haircut's stupid.
I still need to know how old is Tintin.
I was thinking the same thing watching the movie Micah.
Everyone
how
calls
old
him
is
kid
he?
and child,
Is he supposed?
and
But he has an
little boy,
apartment.
But he has an apartment.
And everyone knows him.
And a gun.
Yeah.
And a dog.
He comes up.
And he just lives with a
That was
maid.
looking one of the most mature scenes in the movie when like he comes up to the door. They're like, he's like, Mr. Tintin does not like visitors, and he's like, I got it, but he's got the gat behind his back. He's like, what do you want? I'm like, yo, what are we gonna do? Like,
Yo, what are we about right now, Tintin?
He's about to up the fire on you, but he leaves his door.
I do love. It is just funny though. Like for who that's not afraid to use guns. Rat. I know because he keeps going like, what's his name? I'm forgetting his name again.
Damn, Craig.
Saccharin's character.
Saccharin.
He's like, this kid keeps fucking things up, but kill him, but leave him alive. Kill Tintin. You had like 8 opportunities. Kill his ass.
Multiple times.
I mean, what they blow up the boat, like the door to the boat, like with TNT.
That was aggressive as hell.
That was a
and they
crazy
started lighting up the
choice.
room because he rigged all the
level.
Yeah, that's a crazy move. Not their immediate thing. Like he must have bolted the thing from the outside. It's like, okay, well, someone look at the window outside and you didn't escape because it's literally the only way in, only way out. Like, or we're like, no, we're gonna blow up the boat. We're gonna light TNT in the base level of a fucking boat.
Wild. I liked
it. It was fun. It was like a
yeah.
Kylie's funny. She goes like, what year's the movie come out? I'm like, I don't know, like 10, 15 years ago. She goes, why does it look so new? I'm like, because Kylie, that was like 2011. It wasn't that long ago. It's like,
yeah, there's some shots in this that looked like photorealistic, like how Avatar will look. And I was like, oh, it's just like a few of those scenes like that. But I was like, whose hand is that? And then I was like, all right, we're back to being a cartoon.
Yeah,
because they tried to avoid the
first other dog that showed up when he's sneaking onto the mansion. I was like, oh my god, that looks fucking insanely real. Like, but
that's another time Snowy clutched up. If he didn't bitch that dog,
what about when he got
and turn it?
What about when he got
pal?
caught by? I think the biggest time Snowy clutched up was when he got captured by Scaren's men initially, where
Snowy
he ran up the top
through the whole city.
He would never escaped, and then they would have gone to wherever they had to go. If Snowy never got on that boat, Tintin would have never got out of there. Him and Haddock would have never met.
The movie ends. The boat would have just been stolen the first time. End of movie.
Right.
If Snowy was
Tintin and Haddock would have literally never
met.
They never would have met.
Nope.
Shout out
Snowy. Good movie though, Eric. I liked it. That was fun.
Yep. Shout out you guys. Good time. But it's on to Micah.
What do you got for us, Micah? Let's hear it.
All right.
Is it Predator Badlands?
I was just talking about Twilight. And Robert Pattinson has something in common with another similar actress who was in a YA series of her own, and they are two of our finest actors working right now, I'd say, and they're in a movie coming out this weekend called Die My Love.
Ooh,
and so that's what we will be
Jennifer
watching.
Lawrence
I figured we would all anyways watch Predator Badlands.
I have tickets tomorrow, so yeah, you're right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I love it.
I figured we'd all see it anyways.
I love it. That's great.
So, Die My Love is what it is.
Boom. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad we're getting back to theaters too, because we've been.
Theaters.
There are a lot of movies coming.
Theaters
out.
are back right now. I've been on. I'm getting back to my triple bi-weekly theater appearances. Oh, this is great. I'm glad. Die My Love. Let's go.
I might have to do a double feature next Tuesday, Micah, with Die My Love and.
I'm doing Badlands. I'll get that. I'll get the Die My Love one in, and then there's another movie coming. Is Running Man coming out this? No, it's next week.
We're gonna get to all the movies coming out here.
Yeah, we'll get to it. But I'm gonna go to a special Q&A screening tomorrow, so I'll have all kinds of stuff to talk about. Hopefully it doesn't go like the Last Showgirl one, where Jamie Lee Curtis takes a hard left, and then you're like, what is she talking about?
Yeah. Well, before we talk about what's coming out this week, including our movie of the week, let's talk about last week and how the box office did over Halloween weekend.
Jump back to one, damn.
Halloween weekend, everyone's feeling real spooky, and that's what led to Brian's movie, The Black Phone 2, jumping back up to number 1 on the top of the domestic charts, ringing in.
Just wish you guys would watch it so we could talk about it.
It's in line behind all 3 patterns.
Fuck off.
and Smile too for me.
Michael watched Smile. All right, continue. Sorry. Let's get back to the thing.
But it's got now a total gross of 103 million.
Damn.
So that's a big win for Blumhouse. It's gonna keep going. That's his third.
It was at number 1 again this weekend. That's crazy. They whatever. Yeah. Regretting You hit number 1 at all? I saw that Mason Thames got that achievement, so it must have hit at one point.
Maybe at one point, maybe a day or two, because it's sitting at number 2 right now for last weekend. surprisingly, nothing that came out this week was number 1. So Regretting You was sitting at 2. Chainsaw Man still sitting at 3. Bugonia got its wide release this weekend, and it came in at number 4, bringing in $5 million. So it came out the week before on limited release, came out to wide release this go around. So $5 million. I didn't look up what its budget was, but
45 mil or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll probably have some better look at some of their numbers next.
I don't
week
think this movie's
and
gonna
how
make
they
a
do.
ton of money.
It's so tough.
I like it.
All of my favorite directors are putting out movies this year, and it's like getting ignored. Wes
I
Anderson,
saw it.
Yorgos
But you know what the thing is,
Lanthimos,
Micah, we saw it.
Luca
we saw
Guadagnino.
it.
I know, I was there. I was sad.
I can't be like, damn, I didn't help Bugonia when I needed it. No, I was there.
I did my part.
I did my part.
I did my part. Someone didn't do fucking
I
shit.
didn't do fucking
A lot of
shit.
people didn't do fucking
I
shit.
didn't do fucking shit.
What's next on the thing?
But rounding out the last couple movies that are notable, Back to the Future got re-released. It came in at respectable
cool.
number 6, bringing in $4.9 million. And then Springsteen
Good.
came in at number 6.
Good. I'm glad it's not doing well.
$3.8 million. It's only grossed about $30.5 million globally.
Damn.
That movie
so far.
is
Deliver the box office. from
that
nowhere.
movie
Goddamn.
is boring. And I said it.
It's not looking too hot for. So Brian did his part for that movie. I didn't do fucking shit.
Reluctantly, but yeah, I did.
I didn't do fucking shit.
Oh God, no good.
But I'll see it at some
No,
point.
I wouldn't. I'd
But,
save your time. I wouldn't.
it'll probably keep dropping down the domestic
No, yeah.
box
If it didn't do
office
well.
for this coming week because looking at the movies coming out this week, we got a handful. Coming out to wide release, Predator Badlands. I saw it in a Variety article. It's tracking for potentially around 25 mil domestic opening weekend.
Is it-
Die My Love.
Is it that low? Is Predator not that big of a franchise? I kind of thought that would be more of like a 75 to 80 opening weekend.
I think this will need word of mouth.
Fair
I
enough.
think it'll do like, Alien Romulus
Fair enough.
numbers where it's like a late unrelated entry.
That makes
to an
sense. That makes sense.
established
Okay,
franchise.
Eric, continue. Sorry.
We'll talk about what their
Yeah,
budget was
please.
also and how they do. But Die My Love is coming out wide release.
week.
Also is Christie, that Sydney Sweeney boxing movie, I think.
Honestly, I've heard good things about her performance.
I believe it.
All right.
She's a
See
talented
it.
actress.
Another movie, Sarah's Oil. I don't know too much about that, but I
What's
saw
that?
That's good. I don't know, but
Sarah's
limited.
it's about a whale and she's on the run from some asshole who won't leave her alone.
Can I?
Getting
name's
a
Ahab.
limited release though is an award kind of hot topic right now. Sentimental Value by Neon, so that's something to track. Maybe not as much in the box office, but just something to note that this movie will be getting a wide release soon, and we'll get a lot to talk about with that movie.
Can I just say something really quick? Sydney Sweeney was related. We don't have to make a tangent. You guys all know that the new trailer trope, it's been a trope for a while, is that you take a song and you make it kind of like a score. You think of a million examples.
Are you talking about the house?
The Please one from the Houseman one is the worst one I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Pretty
And
bad.
I don't even know if the movie is going to be bad. It probably will be, but I don't know per se. But the please, I hate it. It's the worst fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. I hate it. You know exactly what I was talking about, Mike. When I said,
Yeah, because when I heard it too, it was like, please.
yeah,
And I was like,
please,
what?
please.
And it was like,
Please.
don't prove me wrong. I was like, find a different song or come up with your
It just
own.
doesn't.
They're like spacing out a sentence to make it seem menacing.
I know I have good judgment.
Boom.
Oh, I have
You
good
know this.
because I've seen it like 3 times, man. It's so bad. Like, because I don't actually mind that trope as a trailer thing. I get it. And actually, some of them I really like. That one.
But please
Please
just
just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And like that movie, it looks bad, but it might be good. I don't know.
It looks like fun trash. I'm gonna be
Like it
honest.
feels like a movie
looks
that
fun
like I
trash.
will be dragged to. I'll be honest. She's not here right now. I will be on.
She don't know. She not.
No, but I'm saying like I'm not even saying the movie is necessarily a wash. I just hate that trailer song. Okay, that's my point. We can move on now. I just wanted to make that very clear.
All right. Oh my god, I'm a dumbass.
All right.
Well, let's get into our news then. I'll kick it off. Let's go. The Mummy franchise is getting revitalized. Brendan Fraser, I wouldn't say he's necessarily hot off his Oscar win, but
He's doing well right now, though.
He's also got, he's doing well. He's got that movie Rental Family.
Yeah, in Japan,
which got some buzz.
Yeah.
That looks better than The Whale. I
I
gotta say.
saw The Whale.
Yeah, I've actually heard some good
I
buzz
saw The Whale.
for his performance in that. So
It seems like a sweet older man performance. Like that's kind of the role he should be doing.
I don't need.
He's choosing to come back and do his action to pick it back up, and him and Rachel Weisz are returning for a new installment in the Mummy franchise that Brendan Fraser.
I'm actually hyped for this.
Popularized in the early 2000s. This will be the fourth one.
Yeah.
With starring Brendan Fraser. Obviously, they had that one they tried to do with Tom Cruise. Didn't pan out. But the last
Dark
one,
Universe?
That one never got off the ground. I'm actually hyped for this one.
Many such cases.
I think Brendan Fraser's last one was called like the Emperor King.
It was the one with Jet
Emperor
Li.
Dragon.
It was the one with Return to Rise of the Dragon King. It was the one with Jet Li.
I think that's the one where he broke his back.
Yeah. I'm excited for this one.
That came out in 2008. So
I love the first Mummy. The second one's okay. Third one's not that great, but I love the first Mummy. I'm excited for this one. I don't usually get excited about reboots, but Brendan Fraser coming back to the Mummy, he does need to. I don't think he's gonna get 2000s Brendan Fraser, but like, time to hit the gym, my man. Let's get in there.
I'll be honest. As someone who watched this movie like last year, he wasn't bringing much besides, it's a good-looking guy. And Rachel Weisz, I'd say has had a better overall
absolutely.
career, even though Brandon has an Oscar. I mean, she could just show up. That's fine. But Brendan Fraser, really, he was it's like if they did a sequel to the Tarzan with Brandon Fraser today. It's like he wasn't, or George of the Jungle. It's like he wasn't bringing anything.
I'd actually
to that.
disagree because he has some funny line deliveries. I'm not saying he's that great of an actor in that movie, but the whole seems like I have you're on the wrong side of the river. He's got this cheesy screaming line.
which one is it? When he enters the room and someone's going through his stuff, he's like, "Oh, spring cleaning."
That's the first one. That's the first one. It's the best one.
Absolutely hurtles a chair at him.
No, but I'm with Mike in the sense where it's not like Brendan Fraser had this nuance to the role where you're it couldn't be no. But
there's a few if The Rock had gotten with age a little sloppier. And you're we're doing Black Adam too.
He is in the same franchise, by the way. He is in the same.
I know.
Those
are the ones I would watch on FX. Was when The Rock came in.
He comes in the second one, and then he does a spin-off with the Scorpion King. But I just mean more if the Mummy is going to get rebooted for the second time, I'd rather it be a Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz reboot than Tom Cruise. Even though I love Tom.
Well, it's not necessarily a reboot.
It's a Return of the Mummy,
right? It's a new installment. So I'll be curious, what the tone of it, if they're going for, if he's going to be doing stunts like Indy was doing in Dial.
They got the Scream guys. They got the Scream guys directing it now. It's curious. But speaking about booting up the past, Ghosts of the Past.
Oh my God.
What about?
Good transition. I was going to say something crazy.
Oh, do you want to finish your thought?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I was saying, speaking of Ghosts of the Past, Ty West, A Christmas Carol, one of the two Christmas Carol reboots coming out. But this one, the Ty West one, which stars John Depp as Scrooge, has now added talent with Tremel Tillman of Severance fame and Ian McKellen, who we should all know, have been casted. I believe Tremel Tillman's the Ghost of Christmas Past, or was it present? Present. Ian McKellen does not have a role listed as of now. Am I correct by saying that? I think it's not listed on the sheet, but if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
That was the case. Interesting. Wow. This is the one I'm not as excited about. Oh, I literally see it right below the sheet. Sorry. This is the one I was least excited about. I was more excited about Robert Eggers, but I like Tremel Tillman. I thought Ian McKellen would have retired from acting by now.
Yeah.
They must have promised to put him on a practical set.
Yeah, because he's not doing that Hobbit thing again, which, again, was a decade ago. That was a decade ago when he was like, this is awful.
See, I think he's depressed. I think he's in Doomsday or something, or whatever the one.
No, it's Patrick Stewart, I think. I don't think McKellen's in it. Oh. I think he said no.
Right. They're not the same guy.
It made Stewart retire from acting.
Yeah, that was his last
He also fell off a stage.
No, I know. It's funnier.
He's super
it's
old.
funnier to think that the Russo brothers forced
Yeah.
I don't, it's
Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry.
But anyway, to get back on this, what do you think, Eric?
It's odd feelings because I hear Tremel Tillman and Ian McKellen and I get excited.
Exactly.
That makes me want to start rooting for this Ty West movie. And then I see Johnny Depp as Scrooge, and then I get conflicted because it's like I kind of want to see him get buried, but seeing these other two, especially Tillman, I want to see Tillman in more stuff. And Ian McKellen's a legacy guy.
It's got to be one hell of a script. I really am confused by.
We talked about that before, Micah. That's what I think about the script. I need to read more about it. Is it Ty West being like, I want to make a Christmas?
I think so.
It must be, right?
But also, like, this is a really weird collection of, like, a star down B+ tier actor in Johnny Depp, a star up, probably like what C++ actor.
Yeah, well, he's on his way, and he's on his way, but he's moving up.
And then
then
like maybe like a B+ because he doesn't work as much and he's old, like Ian McKellen. Like very strange. Yeah. I'd like to see the rest of this spill out.
I'm with you, Mike, because it's confusing. Because like you said, the script must be interesting because Ty West. I'd be shocked to find out there was a Christmas Carol script, a new spin on it.
Yeah.
That they just said.
Is it going to have like a?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Did they attach Ty West to it as directing later, or did Ty West have a script they want to make? Tremel Tillman is on the up, right? He was in The Final Reckoning. Everyone loves him in Severance. Why would he want to do this role, or is he just taking roles? Ian McKellen makes you wonder about being like, why would you take this role? You don't have to take any roles, bro. You don't have to do anything. Yeah. No one would bat an eye at you. You'd be like, hey, hell of a career, brother. Like, you're good.
You're the man.
Does he have grandkids?
He must have great grandkids at this point, bro. He's fucking ancient.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Adoptive? Is he the?
I didn't say it.
Hey man, I don't. He's got.
No.
He's got charities close to his heart.
No. I don't know if he has like adoptive kids or whatever. I wasn't sure because he's a very open, like famously openly gay man. I just it's just a reality. But the thing is that I just don't know why he would do this movie. He must be a small role, and it's the name, right? Ian McKellen.
Well, he's got to be the ghost of the.
He could be Jacob. No, wait. He wouldn't be Jacob Marley because why would Jacob Marley be hanging out with Johnny Depp? Why would he and McKellen? They're supposed to be like co-workers. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to think.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll get there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like you said, I'm excited to hear more about like people that fill out this cast, and then eventually we'll have to get a script or a trailer to understand the tone, what they're going for.
I think the thing that I need to remember sometimes I think the reason I'm looking down at the Ty West Christmas Carol is because there's a Robert Eggers Christmas Carol also announced. If the Robert Eggers one wasn't announced, the Johnny Depp thing would still be a little interesting, but it would make me more like, well, this is the Christmas Carol movie coming out. When's the last time a Christmas Carol has come out? I wouldn't really think anything of it. But the fact that there's a better, sorry to say, a most likely better Christmas Carol movie coming out in a year or two. Yeah. I don't know. That's just my logic.
Well, we'll see.
Moving on.
Let's hit on some quick business pointers real quick. Every week we seem to be talking about what's going on with Warner Brothers. Netflix, we're hearing about Paramount, we're hearing about Netflix. This week it's Netflix. They might be getting a little closer towards potentially acquiring Warner Brothers. They've hired the same investment bank that advised Skydance when they bought Paramount, which is obviously kind of what's kicked off a lot of the deals with Paramount recently. So that's something to watch. I know we're all on the record for saying we'd rather see Paramount get a hold of Warner Brothers IP, but we have to maybe accept the reality that Netflix will be the one putting.
That'll be a
sad day.
Reality.
A sad day in America.
And then
in the world.
Speaking with Paramount, we probably have talked about this already with Sheridan obviously leaving Paramount in 2029.
I actually remembered we thought it would be
the Spielberg thing, right?
No, we thought it would be Transformers guy, Michael
Bay.
No,
yeah, we thought it'd be Michael Bay.
See,
for the Call of Duty.
The first time we talked about this, we thought it would be.
See, Michael I believe
Bay.
that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know. I thought that. I didn't realize you said it was a Black Ops thing. I thought because I remember there was a conversation we had about It was Spielberg wanting the Modern Warfare. Or no, Call of Duty. It wasn't Modern.
He wanted Call of Duty.
He wanted Call of Duty. I think we talked about Michael Bay coming in. So now we got Taylor Sheridan penning a Call of Duty film. Do they know is it going to be Black Ops? Is it going to be Modern Warfare? We don't know anything.
They haven't. I mean, Activision owns all of it, I think.
Does Activision? Oh, wait, Activision doesn't own all of it, right? Because it's Treyarch or what's it? You know the other one. There's another studio, but it is Activision.
Sledgehammer,
That's what it is. It's Activision.
At the end of the day, but Sheridan's come out. Him and Peter Berg, who's known for doing Friday Night Lights, Deepwater Horizon. I looked up some of the other ones.
I don't hate I actually don't hate the Peter Berg direction one.
Lone Survivor.
That makes sense. It tracks.
One of his movies, but those two will be co-writing the script for Paramount and Activision's film, and then Peter Berg is set to direct the movie. So yeah, I don't know what this means. I would love to see them actually do something with one of the cooler campaigns.
I just feel like Eric, you played a lot of COD. I'm curious. In my mind, top of the rip, I go Black Ops 1 or the original. I didn't play the new ones. The OG Modern Warfare trilogy. That's what I would do off the top of my head. I'm sure some younger people would disagree with me, and they'd be like, "No, you gotta do Modern Warfare. Newer one's better than the old Modern Warfare."
I would try to find a way to do Modern Warfare 2.
Like you talking about like 2010's Modern Warfare 2 or
yeah, that one.
That's a good one.
I'd find a way to. I know it involves like
you could speed run Modern Warfare 1 pretty easily.
You could probably combine it.
You can combine that. Yeah, I agree. I think Black Ops 1 would be cool. You could have Sam Worthington. He's still around. He played Mason. He could do.
Yeah.
People forget.
I agree.
People forget.
But it is interesting to see that Sheridan isn't like what's the word, like shirking his responsibilities with Paramount.
No.
Like he obviously has until 2029, so he's still picking up projects. And this is one.
This is so funny to me.
Extremely
so funny to me that he's sitting there being like, "Damn, I gotta write a COD script." Fuck. Pen to paper this right now.
But we'll see if it gets any awards. Speaking of awards, Mikey, you want to talk anything about this? I kind of just tossed this in here because there wasn't much else with awards talk this week.
Oh yeah. Sure, I'll take this. I'll just read it off. The Hollywood Music and Media Awards, which recognize scores and songs in film, TV, and video games, released their nominations. Wicked for Good leads the nominations with 6, followed by Sinners at 5 and F1 at 4. I did see, in addition to like overall soundtrack, the orchestral score, I think both Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande for each of their performed songs written by Stephen Schwartz both got nominated. Sinners, it's the Miles Canton song. I Lied to You, and then also Last Time I Saw the Sun. That I think is more. I don't think that has words to it, right?
No, it does.
Maybe. Oh no, it does. That's also Miles Canton.
And then What's Her Name? That's in it.
Yeah, it's a good one. You know the track.
Yeah. And then there's the F1. They released the whole F1 the album.
That album is so
for that.
good.
So I think I did find it entertaining. I don't know if I would pick any of the songs, but I remember listening to it for a couple of days after we saw the movie. You gotta drive to work in that. That's how it makes it better. That what's that one? The one with Don Toliver. I like Underdog from Roddy Ricch, but the one with Don Toliver, if you're on the road, skirt that shit. Yeah.
But
also, not to be slept on, K-pop Demon Hunters Golden is also here.
I wasn't a fan of the movie, but it was good.
Curious.
It was good.
I would be curious what ends up winning. I would be very curious.
I'm very curious.
Yeah. I'm very excited.
Not to mention the Avatar song from Miley Cyrus.
By the way, I do.
Also
by the way, Carly has gotten opening tickets to Wicked in 2 weeks, so I will be there on opening night.
There you
Just
go.
like last year when we were going to watch Gladiator.
Yeah, well, I'm going to see Wicked. That's happening. I'm not.
I think I liked Wicked better than Gladiator.
Lucky I did too.
It's definitely fair.
I'm not even a Wicked. I'm not
sorry,
even a Wicked
Gladiator
fan.
too.
I'm not even a Wicked fan. I just didn't really love Gladiator too.
That's fair. You know what you are a fan of though, Brian?
I saw
One of your favorite movies from last year. You want to talk about this?
Yeah, so
Big Deadpool guy?
no, the other one, you dickhead. It's a Talk to Me 3D spin-off series coming to a headset near you. It's a currently untitled spin-off series set in the world.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I was saying. Not the other one. It's a currently untitled spin-off series set in the world 2024 horror movie. Is it 2024 or 2023? It doesn't matter. Greenlit set.
Came out last year.
It was last
Was
year.
it last year? Damn, I thought it was 2023.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah.
Set to release exclusively on Meta headsets. So we have a Talk to Me series coming out on Meta headsets. Series follows a group of young travelers chasing an ultimate party on a European island to discover the Hand. And it will not be written or directed by the Philippou brothers. Philippou? Alright, whatever.
Philippou.
I love Talk to Me. I loved Bring Her Back. I actually think I liked Bring Her Back more than Talk to Me this year. Yeah, Bring Her Back was great, which, again, another movie you guys haven't watched. Kind of crazy. Years almost over. But this is stupid. There, I said
Yeah, this is fucking dumb.
This is fucking stupid.
This will also not get any viewership. The metaverse,
I didn't know that was still a thing.
Whatever, completely flopped.
I thought
failed.
that's Micah.
Completely
Exactly my
failed.
point. I did not think this was still a thing. If
It went the way of those stupid digital.
I
art
see
monkeys.
what they were going for, let's pretend that the metaverse had worked. People were into that.
It looked like the Miiverse.
But I'm saying,
though.
Talk
It
to
looked-
Me kind of lends itself.
What is that going to look like?
I don't know. I can see the idea of you put you're sitting around your party with your friends, you put on your metaverse thing. I'm giving a lot of leeway to the stupid tech that I don't like. Let that be known. I'm saying, but I can see it maybe in theory, you put it on and then you shake the hand and then something happens, some interactive experience. But even still, that's dumb. Because none of your friends can see what you're doing unless it's on the TV.
Yeah. Making this a series seems weird. This feels like an online video game, like an app.
No.
Put the headset on. You'll get a random scary interaction. You'll be seeing it in 3D. It also broadcasts the TV. Everyone's having a good time. It seems like an app game.
I know.
seems like
It's
a
fucking
game.
stupid.
Why are we
And also,
watching
I will
something?
say this, is that it seems hilarious to say this about the two guys who made Harry Potter vs. Star Wars that we watched in college. But watching them talk about Bring Her Back is... They're guys who love filmmaking, these two dudes. So, it doesn't surprise me they're not fucking attached to this project. Because they made Talk to Me because they wanted to make Talk to Me. They made Bring Her Back because it's a movie they wanted to make. They're not being yeah, we're making this new... They're Aussie, I can't do an Australian accent, but they're we're making this new movie, or this new series for meta headsets. That's not their thing. And this thing is gonna suck.
No.
This thing's gonna be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I think it's.
I don't even think
know
it'll
what
be watched. I think it'll come in.
But like you said,
yeah.
Micah, there's who the fuck is using the meta? You checked out the new meta series. Talk to Me. What? No.
Not even your coworker.
Yeah, exactly. Not even your. I couldn't said it better myself, Micah. Not your most coworker could do it.
Who's tapped into this? I don't even know who this is for. This is straight San Francisco. This probably does numbers in San Fran only.
If bro.
If that. I think it's a good also little lesson just for because we like the Philippou brothers. They're a couple movies in. Could you imagine if this was happening an Osgood Perkins movie or Ryan Kreger that they just took their universes and did something this a spin-off series. I think it's just a good lesson in I don't know exactly how this got approved. If they were just fine, go do it. We don't want anything to do with it. But keeping a hold of your
they fought hard to make.
Way,
I didn't realize because again I'm a big Bring Her Back fan. The Talk to Me is a little more gimmick. It's very I think they're New Zealand. They're New Zealand Aussie guys. It's very kind of teen. It's kind of almost teenagery, and you guys saw it. Bring Her Back. They fought hard to make that movie get made. Sally Field, they wanted part of their movie. She read the script and decided to be a part of it. They were so hyped to have her in the movie, and it's very serious. The movie is not as gimmicky as even Talk to Me. Bring Her Back is a very a look on loss that happens to be spooky. I'm just saying these guys aren't meta gimmicky guys. I'm glad they didn't attach a name to this because it's stupid.
Well, speaking of a gimmick that's kind of fun, Keanu Reeves and Deadpool director Tim Miller are teaming up for a new action movie. It'll star Keanu Reeves. The movie's called Shiver, and it'll follow a smuggler who gets stuck in a time loop after being double-crossed while on a mission at sea. So a little bit of Groundhog
Shiver
Day,
me timbers?
maybe.
Is that what they when they say, oh, arg? Arg.
Tim Miller has directed Deadpool. He's directed Terminator Dark Fate.
Damn.
So,
I didn't know he directed Dark Fate.
yeah, think what you want about that. And Warner Brothers is in final talks to acquire the movie. So, yeah.
Mike, you got to have an opinion on that, man. Come on.
I mean, I have not enjoyed anything he's ever directed or written. He is one prolific producer. I think, sometimes people are better connecting other people versus
I agree.
doing it themselves.
I agree.
I think, what's the best case scenario for this movie?
I don't know.
Being Looper?
I think Looper that because that's what because that's exactly where my mind went to when I heard this. I think best case scenario you got a Looper, which was Ryan Johnson, BT Dubs.
Like, why are they at sea? I don't know.
I agree.
I mean, we'll see what this is, but
I agree.
think
That's best case scenario.
Keanu is,
He's Keanu.
kind of hit or
He's
miss.
Keanu.
You're getting Keanu Reeves when you pay for Keanu Reeves.
As you do.
I have not liked anything Tim Miller has ever written or directed.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I would
what
actually say
this is.
because Carly got him. Carly was actually asking me later when I was like shitting on Deadpool and Wolverine. She goes, "Do you like Deadpool?" I was like, "Nah, I like Deadpool 2. I don't like Deadpool 1. I do not like Deadpool 3. I like Deadpool 2 because it's Chad Stahelski, who's the John Wick guy. And I don't even really like the story that much. I think Deadpool's stupid, but I like the direction he put. Tim Miller succeeded with Deadpool. He did. He did what they needed to do at the time. But like you said, Micah, like talk to be like, ooh, Tim Miller's putting out something. What's coming out?
Maybe I'm being too harsh
No,
because
I get it.
what his directed movies are. What, the last installment in a tired franchise in Terminator?
Yeah, you can't really
And
blame him
then,
for taking that one up.
some IP with Deadpool. Also, it's like Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds that like dialed up to 100. So maybe none of that stuff is his fault, and maybe an original story, because like clearly like a capable action director.
I feel like Dark Fate was.
did
I don't
want
wanna
to
just-
watch Dark
No.
Fate?
You
Yeah.
did. Oh,
when we were
there you
children, when we were like it came on TV.
no, you're thinking of you're thinking of
like-
Salvation, my man. That shit. Dark Fate was like when we were in college.
It came out like, yeah, it's
Dark
come out.
Fate?
Dark Fate came when we were in college.
Oh yes, I did watch. Dark
Okay, I
Fate.
was gonna say, I was like, but that wasn't when we were kids. That shit came out because Salvation.
Like that,
No, I
it's
knew
got
I'd
out.
seen it. Yeah, because Arnold shows up. It's just not
Turn Me
good.
Salvation with Christian Bale. I kind of like that movie. I had a sweet spot for it in middle school. Just gonna be honest, that's a movie I like.
Yeah, they do like a weird border.
Yeah,
thing.
they're in Mexico. I think Gabriel Luna, who is Tommy in The Last of Us, is the Terminator, which is weird, random. Anyway,
Yeah.
We'll keep it rolling.
speaking of something.
yeah,
No,
let's
not Noah Centineo. No.
Whoa. Do you remember not recognizing him in
Warfare. He was
Warfare?
barely in
I
it.
was gonna say
He
the
was
boys
barely
at-
in it.
The boys at war.
The boys at war. No,
Well, he was on that rooftop.
he was there for a little bit. I do remember not recognizing him. Micah, why do you ask?
Well, they all dressed alike. Because like maybe he'll be good as young Rambo.
That's right.
Oh,
That is because Noah Centineo is in final talks to star as young Rambo. I think the movie is called John Rambo. It'll be directed.
It's Rambo First Blood
by-
Part 3, Rambo 5. That's what it's called.
That's right. That's right.
Rambo first sperm. That's when he's young.
It'll be directed by Jalmari Helander, who did Sisu.
Okay.
And the Russo brothers are executive producing.
Yeah, right.
So-
Never mind.
Get him out of here.
Well, I will say.
Get
I
him.
mean, I like what are those Chris Hemsworth
Extract.
Netflix movies? I like Extraction 1
They
a
also-
lot. Extraction 2 a little
They
bit
also
less.
were big on. They were also. We forget. Roosters were big on Community, which I know Eric is. Mikey, I'm a big fan of that. Like I can't actually write off what they've been doing. Always.
Well,
I don't think this will be anything like the movie.
Right you are, my friend. Right you are. You right, the Ram movie. Noah said, oh, you know what's so crazy though is like, I'm hating on Noah Centineo. I low-key could see it, like in a weird way.
yeah.
I'm not a Rambo fan, but I could see it in a weird way. Like,
He's got quite the. I think he's in the. Is it Highlander? Is he? He's in. Oh no, he's in. He's in. With the sword and the skeleton guy, Skeletor.
he's He-Man? Is he in the He-Man series?
He's He-Man.
I actually
He-Man.
didn't hate him.
So he's actually
got a lot
messed
When
up.
he in his more recent roles, since he's kind of moved away from being the teenage to all the boys I loved before, that kind of guy, I actually don't hate him.
Wasn't
I think
he
it's
in
just
Black-
in Warfare.
Wasn't
I
he?
hate him in Warfare. He's barely in it, but I didn't hate him.
Yeah, he was in Black Adam, wasn't
He
he?
was, yeah, he was the Ant-Man type in Black Adam.
Yeah.
Tough.
Zach
tough,
in Zach Adam.
Tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, moving on.
Yeah. Anyone want to talk?
Let's
about
talk about what the only good thing has come out of
Quick update on the Batman.
the Batman franchise. They got Andor tying in, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the production designer for.
Yeah, well,
Andor.
that was great production. I love that show.
It was good production. It was.
I
Good
might go back.
production.
I did look at the tweet this is on. So it's Luke Hull from Andor, is the production designer for Batman Part 2. I did see underneath that tweet, someone was just like, confirm this movie will be raining 90% of the time. I'm like, all right, that's pretty
Did you guys
fair.
see the thing that Ewan McGregor watched Andor with his daughter or son in like 3 days? Apparently he watched Andor, loved it, and watched it with his son. Like, and he was like, it was amazing. Like, I loved Andor. And somebody was like, this dude must be fuming about Kenobi series. Because he was probably watching this being like, what the fuck? That's what we could have made? I'm not saying it could have been that level.
Hey, man.
But, like, you know what I mean? That's kind of hilarious.
No, I mean if they had the because they
It
filmed,
was writing.
like,
It was writing.
they filmed like a lot of Kenobi on like one of those sets with like they do with the Mandalorian.
Yeah, no, it was the Vision or whatever. Yeah, no. And Andor was pretty much all done
Andor's
on like
all
practical sets. They shot on location for
so-
Star Wars, which is crazy.
So let's go.
But yeah, that's exciting. I mean, listen, like the Batman Part 2, everyone's expecting it to be good. It's just we gotta see it land. No Greg Fraser. It's been taking a long time.
Yeah.
Wow, if this thing flops,
Ever.
I
refuse.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will either. Marvel Eternals. I don't think it will either.
Hey man,
Got an
I'm
hour
impressed, all right?
24 without talking about it. That's crazy.
I hate being successful.
I like Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's nuts.
but I
You're
still
funny.
like him. I'm still
You're
there.
funny. Also, I kind of like the Eternals, but also, Micah, that's a funny ass fucking joke. Quote it.
Yeah, there you go.
All
All right, finish us out with some good news, Micah.
All right. I was talking to someone about this. It might have been you, might have been Mike, might have been David. I don't know. But I was saying, like, there's so many movies that would just be a twidge better if they had Muppets in them.
I agree.
And Emma Stone and Jennifer Lawrence heard my pleas to the universe. We're getting a Miss Piggy movie. Hopefully the other Muppets tag along. I think they were interviewing Jennifer Lawrence specifically, and the interviewer was like, well, are you guys going to be in it? And they were like, I think we have to be. So I think they'll also be in it. I don't know if they'll be, co-leading the movie with Miss Piggy. She likes all the attention to herself. But Cola Scola is writing, who I looked up. I think they're like an actor, like a stage actor. So, I think they're more like a comedic. So that should be funny. I know when they made that weird TV show on ABC, they're not afraid to go a little bit more adult with the Muppets, like when Kermit dumped Miss Piggy and started dating that weird other Muppet.
Lord.
So I don't know what this will be. I think it'll be funny. I think this is probably going to be in the vein of like the Barbie.
I think it's going to be great. I think the Muppets lend themselves. People forget Muppets were like Saturday Night Live before. Well, not before, but you know what I mean. Like it's like
get a little risque.
it's.
Oh, I mean, they did have Jim Henson early on into SNL, and then he didn't like the swearing.
No,
and
no.
stuff.
But I'm saying like, but the Muppets lend themselves so many things. Like I know, like Jason Segel wrote the remakes because he was like, it's funny. Like you'll see there's some funny ass bits from the Muppets. Like these things aren't like they're Muppets of Sesame Street. Like Sesame Street is more like Do you know your ABCs where the Muppets are characters? They write funny bits for the Muppets to be a part of. And I'm going to be honest, like, the Muppets movies are funny. There's a Fozzie Bear bit when he goes on a first date. It's from the Muppet Show, like when they did kind of a soft reboot in the 2000s. Where the dad's like, I know how to cook the salmon. Well, how should I serve it raw? And he's like, that's offensive. Like, that shit was funny. Like, they do these funny-ass bits for the Muppets, and I'm excited to see what they do with this.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that
Good show.
There
everybody.
we go.
Yeah.
Hey, under
Howard
Howard 30. There we go.
Fantasy League.
Hey, yeah, I know. We flew through this.
Yeah.
We did it.
Hey, don't worry.
We need the Fantasy League just for anyone.
How does it?
keeping up
Do
with
we?
that.
Can we see?
We gotta confirm what's
It's
going on.
100% weekly.
Yeah, but like, how do we
like,
see against each other? Like, who's winning overall?
You go to the website. We have our own. That's what you type in our team.
I was gonna say I shouldn't
we-
do that right now because I tried to do the email and it said like no. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, we're trying to confirm, and maybe we have confirmed it's not cumulative. It's week by week.
I think our totals just went up. You know, we just had a better second week than the first week, and that's why we thought it was cumulative.
Well, I will say this: I definitely, even if I have beaten you guys a couple weeks, that one week when you guys both had 500, it's gonna hurt.
we gotta start keeping track, and then it'll just be whoever has the most weekly wins. I think.
Maybe we can do that.
The black
Weekly
phone.
wins.
The
All right,
black
so
phone is
Total.
gonna.
We can keep track of our own cumulative points total. Like,
Would
we're
it
3
be
weeks
easier to
in.
go week by week? That way you're counting to like
Yeah, I have
12
no idea.
versus 4,000.
Yeah, we could do that too. So Brian's got 2 wins. Mike has got 1. I got 0.
I have 2 wins. Oh shit. Okay.
You got the
Oh
black
yeah, did you
phone,
win week one?
I did win week one.
Week 1 because he was the only one with points.
And then last week was when Mike
Last
had.
week, Micah won.
Yeah, was that the 600 week one or whatever? Yeah. And now I got.
That was like
Now I got
590 or
126
something.
this week.
And then Brian, the black phone 2 came up clutch yet again.
John
for
Wall.
Brian.
John.
Yeah.
Just wait till December 1st.
Hey, how about you lick me, pal? I'm winning.
What are you, the grabber? I refuse.
Just please watch Paddington, guys. I tell everyone watch Paddington. Watch Paddington. Goddamn.
Brian, I'll watch Paddington if you go to London and you watch the Paddington musical.
We'll watch. No, Carl and I actually talked about going to see it, which is crazy. Not in London. Okay, if I could pick one, pick one of all the movie franchises I watched that you haven't watched, can I pick Paddington 1 and 2? I'll accept no Black Phone.
Of all of them to watch.
No, there was another one earlier that came up that no one else watched but me. I'm saying
Black Phone?
It was Black. There was another one, and I can't remember what it was. But I'm saying
I brought up Smile too.
no. There was one more too. It was Bring
It
Her
was,
Back.
Bring
Bring Her
Her
Back.
Back.
That was the other
Yeah.
one.
I'll bring her back.
Paddington 1 and 2, not the third one. Just watch them. You'll like them.
All right, fine.
You'll like them. I know you will.
Well,
I don't know about that.
I think you will.
All right.
All right. Let's call it an hour and a
right.
half. All right, buddies.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Suits.
Appreciate you guys watching. Next week we've got Die My Love, courtesy of Micah. So
Hell yeah.
appreciate you guys.
Who's excited to divorce?
I'm very excited.
I think.
parents
I
were.
don't. Maybe it's postpartum. Christ.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Like and subscribe. Divorce. All right. Talk to you next week.
Oh fuck, man, that's funny. Oh shit.